Let's vote!
Magandang buhay! I am Jasmine Abigail Escando, along with Mariel Pauline Mojado and Marjorie San Tomas. We are the Group 9 that will present the topic, Pragmatic Ethics.
Simulan natin by asking, ano nga ba ang pragmatism? The Greek word pragma, which means act or deed, is the source of the English word pragmatism. According to Hakim, the words practice and practical also originated from it and are highly related to the concept of pragmatism. Charles Sanders Peirce first introduced pragmatism noong taong 1878. However, hindi lang siya ang huling nag-contribute sa konsepto nito. William James popularized it sa pamamagitan ng pagsusulat ng mga lathalain, and John Dewey implemented it into the daily affairs ng mga American institutions sa pamamagitan ng edukasyon. Now, through a song, let's learn more about these three prominent individuals and their history.
Charles Peirce, who graduated from Harvard College, William, who taught physiology, psychology, John Dewey, who's exposing evolutionary theory of natural selection impacts. These three all had interesting journeys, contributing to pragmatism. Let's explore them all today. Universe is one mind, moving to rational end, but its driving force is love, said by Charles Peirce, his loyal friend William James helped him out to Dewey, who had H.A. Pretorius, his prof, his education is complex but full of hope. The other two had basic theories and different philosophers like Hegel and Darwin. James wrote 5 books, one posthumously, and Charles Peirce studied suffering, but pragmatism live on. Charles Peirce, William James Dewey founded pragmatic ethics. Pragmatism is the key, according to this three. Let's continue our discussion on pragmatism.
Ngayon, alamin natin ang buong konsepto ng pragmatismo. Peirce, James, Dewey were all convinced na ang pag-iisip at pagkilos ay closely related. Together, alamin natin kung ano nga ba talagang ibig sabihin nilang tatlo. Ayon sa kanila, ang defining principle ng pragmatism ay ang effectiveness nito. Sa pagresolba ng real-life situations, it provides a standard for determining truth in statements, rightness in actions, and value in appraisals. Sa halip na morality, the pragmatic theory focuses more on knowledge, truth, and meaning ng isang bagay. Ang foundation ng pragmatism as a philosophical movement ay nagsimula noong 19th century bilang isang mediator sa dalawang magkaibang ideya, empiricism at rationalism. In line with the empirical tradition, pragmatists acknowledge na ang isang tao ay walang konsepto ng buong realidad at nakukuha ang mga kalaman mula sa iba't ibang perspektibo. On the other hand, with the rationalists and idealists, sinabi namang malaking parte ng human experiences ang konsepto ng values o mga pagpapahalaga natin. Sa kagustuhang maikonekta ang dalawang contrasting ideas, pragmatists ask the important question.
A human action is always value neutral. Ayon sa pragmatic ethics, dahil ang moralidad ng isang kilos ay nasusukat sa outcomes o mga resulta nito by how beneficial, workable, practical, and useful the action is. Umiikot ang mga argumento ni Charles Sanders Peirce sa kahalagahan ng meaning o kahulugan ng isang salita at kung paano ito naaapektuhan ng ating mga experiences o mga karanasan sa buhay. Ayon sa kanya, meaning is the sum of its practical consequences. Halimbawa, hindi natin masasabing pula o matamis ang isang bagay dahil wala lang. Nagiging malinaw ang kahulugan ng mga salitang ito kung nabivisualize natin ang mga ito sa mga nakikita o di kaya natitikman o nahahawakang bagay na konektado sa mga salitang ito, gaya ng apples, strawberries, o cherries. According to Peirce, a word's meaning is only different insofar as it manifests differently in experience. Iba-iba tayo ng nararanasan, bagkus maaaring iba-iba rin ang kahulugan ng isang bagay sa atin kumpara sa ibang tao. Our idea of anything is our idea of its sensible effects. Kung kaya't gumagamit tayo ng ating five senses sa pagkakaroon ng ideya tungkol sa isang bagay. A word is meaningless kung wala itong practical outcomes because meaning is the totality of its real-world effects. Ito naman ang rason on why he did not agree with René Descartes when he said that there is a separation of mind and thinking from experiences. Sabi kasi ni Peirce, lahat ng kahulugan at kaisipan ng mga individual ay context-dependent. When Peirce stated that meaning is derived from experiences and ascertained by experiment, kapareho ito ng mga sinasabi ng mga empiricists o yung mga naniniwala sa empirical tradition. Ngunit hindi lamang niya tinutukoy rito ang mga formal at siyentipikong proseso at eksperimento. He also meant the everyday informal testing that individuals perform. Halimbawa, yung simpleng pagtikim sa isang mansanas kung masarap o matamis ba ito, kung imposibleng masukat ang epekto o impact ng mga salita at ideya, wala tayong basihan para sa public consequences nito. Hence, they will be considered meaningless in the long run. Valuable concepts consistently yield a tangible impact.
This is now according to William James. Cash value statements, the practical payoff. Para naman kay William James, kagaya ni Peirce, nangarap din siya para sa isang larangan ng pilosopiyang malaya mula sa meaningless abstractions. Pero kaiba sa mga sinabi ni Peirce, ginamit niya ang pragmatism to present a moral theory and argue for religious belief. Ginusto niyang magkaroon ng isang pilosopiyang ma-apply natin sa totoong buhay. Therefore, he initiated a trend among philosophers. Resist the abstract, demand relevance and immediacy, and deal with the more apparent issues. James held questions that we must ask. Layunin ng pragmatics na maging solusyon to alleviate the difficulties of man na humaharang sa kanya tungo sa karapatan niyang magkaroon ng makabuluhang buhay. That is why, for James, he looked for what he called the cash value of statements o ang mga praktikal na kabayaran ng mga bagay na ginagawa natin sa araw-araw.
Moving forward, let us talk about pragmatism as a basis of doing good. How can we say that we are using pragmatism when it comes to good things? Nabanggit kanina na Descartes taught that the mind was a completely theoretical tool and believed that thinking was primarily a matter of awareness of oneself. But according to Peirce, thinking never happens in a vacuum. It always happens in a context. Therefore, ang kahulugan ng isang bagay ay hindi lamang mula sa mga kuro-kuro o hula ng kung sino man. Nagmumula ito sa mga karanasan natin bilang isang individual. Ang mga dahilan o rason naman ay hindi individualistic, bagkus ay isang social occurrence. Kung kaya't epistemological ang pragmatism. Mayroon itong 4 na basihan upang masabing mabuti ang isang bagay. Una, if it is practical. If it is something that we can practice at kayang magbunga sa mga practical na resulta. Second, if it is workable. Kung ito ay isang bagay na we can put to work. Third, if it is beneficial. If it can benefit people or people gain something good from it. And lastly, if it is useful. one that can be used upang makakuha ng magagandang resulta. Kung ang isang bagay ay may magandang resulta, ito ay totoo. Ang katotohanan ng isang bagay ay nasusukat sa mga bunga o kinahihinatnan nito. Kung walang naging resulta, ito ay inconsequential, bagkus ay maituturing na walang katuturan. Sapagkat sabi nga ni William James, truth happens to an idea. It becomes true and it's made true by events. Samantala, narito ang iba pang tawag sa pragmatism. First we have is experimentalism, kung saan kailangang mapatotohanan ang isang ideya gamit ang eksperimentasyon. Second we have is instrumentalism, kung saan ang isang ideya ay instrumento para masolusyonan ang isang problema. Third, we have reconstructionism, kung saan maaaring makatulong ang mga ideya sa reconstruction ng experiences ng isang tao. And lastly, we have progressivism, wherein ideas are true kung nakakatulong ito sa isang tao to progress, grow, and develop holistically. Ang mga konseptong ito ay nanggaling kay John Dewey. Pinaniniwalaan niyang humans are creatures of habit at edukasyon ang dapat nagbibigay ng mga paraan para sa development of the most beneficial and inventive habits ng isang individual.
Pragmatism is a sophisticated way of saying practicality. Makikita ito sa mga desisyong ginagawa natin sa buhay, such as choosing where to live, where to go to school, what to eat, and who to love na base sa practical na considerations rather than ethical or moral ones. Halimbawa, dahil hindi natin afford na magbayad ng tuition at mag-aral sa isang private school, we enrolled in a state university. But there is no right or wrong answer when it comes to that. Majority ng ating life decisions are pragmatic in nature, meaning they are motivated by practical reasons rather than morality.
Isa pang halimbawa, isang bagong kasal na gusto bumili ng kanilang dream car pero pinipiling hindi muna dahil wala pa silang sapat na ipon at mababaon lamang sila sa utang kung sakali. So in pragmatic ethics, which emphasizes practicality, bibilin lang nila yung simpleng coaching umaandar at magagamit naman nila ng maayos rather than their dream car, which is way more expensive.
Ngunit para sa ilang kritisismo, sa pilosopiyang ito, lalo't higit sa parte ni Dewey nang sinabi niyang truth is the cash value of an idea. Nagmukhang materialistic at detrimental sa spiritual growth ng isang tao ang pragmatismo. Maaari rin itong magdulot ng selfishness kung ang focus ng isang akto ay hindi nakabase sa kasiyahan ng nakararami, kung hindi sa practicality of one's act to his own self. We will end this discussion with a few hanging questions we ask you.
We have now come to the end of this discussion. In conclusion, pragmatism is the practice of thinking about or dealing with problems in a practical manner rather than through the application of theories or abstract concepts. If a concept or idea performs effectively in practice, it is deemed true. Maraming salamat sa panonood at pakikinig.